살아 돈만두도 만두도 On the line work it from you out Gonna
C'est Julio et sa gogo danseuse. Si elle veut, je m'occupe de son corps, yeah. C'est Julio et sa gogo danseuse, yeah. Julio et sa gogo danseuse, yeah. C'est Julio.
안에 바다야 Say la 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 푸른 하늘 아래 this skyline Say la 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 아직 늦은 손을 들어 아직 맺은 손 흔들어
La luz del descansillo, una voz de la escalera, alguien cruzando el pasillo. Malamente, sí, sí, malamente.
Now, did that music feel foreign to you? Did it feel apart from you? You couldn't really connect to it? Would you add it to your playlist? And if not, why? Hello! My name is Morgan Norris. I'm a first-year journalism major, a freshman at Hampton University, and today I will convince you that Americans' interest in music and celebrities that speak other languages needs improvement. I will talk about how music is American-centered. I'll talk about our hesitancy to international music in other languages. And I'll talk about how even though we are opening up, the industry still needs some work. Whether you like to admit it or not, we have developed a hesitancy towards other cultures, other languages, and other music in general because of our own media and music being American-centered. I mean, we can look from now and then about how America has always been the American dream. Not only have immigrants or anybody else internationally seen us as either the American dream or arrogant and loud, but also musicians and artists have had to recenter their focus, recenter all their accomplishments to be in the States. It's almost as if once you make it in the States, you're good. Whether you're doing music, whether you're doing art, whether you're doing media, or anything of that sort. It's just America-centered. And you would think, like, if we don't speak the same language, how would everything be centered within us? I think it's because the industry has the power to transcend those barriers, even though here, we can't transcend our own. According to Jon Hennessy's 2014 article, How American Music Took Over the World, published by University Times, Americans held 71% of Germany's top hits between 1965 and 2006, while they also held a staggering 78% of the Netherlands. That's just a little statistic of one part of the world, but we know that's everywhere. Africa, South America, Asia, Australia, literally anywhere. You'll hear, all the single ladies, because I'm happy clap along under my umbrella, Ella, sorry. You'll hear that anywhere. Chris Brown now is even heard in other countries, and people know every word. Some say it might have to do with the technological advancements of the United States compared to the rest of the world. In a 2020 youth article titled Why is American Music So Popular by Isaac Heron, the creation of CDs and tapes in the 1980s resulted in cheaper forms of music listening, which was easier to export to various parts of the world. Now the real tea is, America has been able to use globalization, exporting and distributing its own media and music across the world to gain this power. Is it because our culture truly is not our own, being that we're a melting pot? And why are we ourselves, most citizens, hesitant to other languages that are music when we are a melting pot ourselves? That's the tea. Artifice released a 2014 article titled America in a Song, where the author mentioned that Green Day wrote American Idiot in 2004 to criticize this phenomenon. The group delivers a negative view of American society and lifestyle and calls for rebellion. Now to move on from the hesitancy, there has been some improvement Our minds are opening as Americans to other music in different languages now. But despite that, there's always a hesitance within us to listen to music in other languages. Whenever we hear a certain song in another language, it's like we're overly conscious of it. Like it doesn't fit us, like we can't vibe with it as much. Why? I believe our resistance is the product of a lack of exposure to other cultures and music, whether that's through commercial, radio, or any other form. Even all awards and accomplishments are settled in the lap of pleasing English listeners. According to Kirako Tsimpetis in a 2020 article called The Story and Legacy of Nelbu Tebinto, the Blue Volaire, this song was the only foreign song to win Song of the Year at the Grammys. We all know the Grammys is that one award show that everybody loves, and if any artist wins a Grammy, they're officially certified. They're officially legendary certified. Now, in recent years, we started to realize that awards shouldn't take that much precedence. But before then, they were a big deal, especially to international artists. It's almost as if making it in their own country wasn't enough if they did not make it in the United States. We have literally opened our mind willingly to other countries, other cultures, and music in other languages. But the industry still has fundamental changes to make to match our energy. Now, since 2015, the minds of Americans have truly opened. According to Tim Ickham in a Rolling Stone 2019 article titled English-Speaking Artists Are Losing Their Global Dominance, there is now a fear of the gradual erosion of local music culture. Now, this article is very interesting. It came from a stance of, oh my gosh, local music, like of a certain citizen that lives in the country, is no longer prevalent. Now citizens are listening to music that is just not their country, but in other countries. And it's almost giving it a negative light. I believe it is a beautiful thing that there is an erosion of just listening to what is around you. YouTube has been one of the biggest channels in allowing these minds to listen to music in other languages. I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube has a great tool called Caption, where it can be in any language that you want. Not only that, but there are plenty of great channels that convert certain lyrics to English lyrics. People are being more and more open to investing to these celebrities' lives, whether it's drama or whether it's their accomplishments, their families, their life, and more importantly, their art. Just like they do here because of YouTube, a worldwide platform. In order to truly let this forthcoming openness of music around the world shine, the industry needs some work. Awards do not need presidents, and they don't need to be geographically centered. Radio play and commercial play, that's a 2A and a 2B. When you hear things on the radio, they're always in your own language. I think to match our interests and to match what we truly listen to, radio play should be in all languages and match our mind opening. Commercial play, when you go in the elevator, when you go in the stores, or any soundtracks or jingles, why can't those be in other languages? We like it, we want it, that's where the world is moving to, let's move it. If the media focuses and shifts from just being invested into America's happenings or art within the English artists here, and focus just as much on international artists and their lives, and apparently, and most importantly, their art, I believe us Americans will learn about other cultures more, be more invested into other lives and other countries other than ourselves. Now, to end off this video, I hope you are convinced that the industry is geographically tailored to America, and the industry needs to make some changes to match our, thank God, openness to other music in different languages and other celebrities in their lives. We don't live in just America. We live in a world full of different kinds of people. I remember when I was younger and I started listening to French music, especially African music especially. Then I got into Korean or Chinese and Japanese and just different kinds of music in different languages. Whenever I would play that, my friends would be like, what is this? Can you even understand the lyrics? Why are you playing this right now? How can you even connect to this? And music is art. Because it's another language or in another form doesn't mean that I can't connect to it or I can't look up the lyrics if I really want to get into it. That's what we should be able to do for art, because we do it for everything and everybody else that's in our language. I, Morgan Norris, first year journalism major, freshman at Hampton University, in Professor Middleton's Oral Comm 10318 class. I want you to remember that music has no language barrier. To truly exist in a world of music, you must appreciate music with a global mind.